Hey guys, Sport to Death, and welcome back to the Infectious Madness of Doctor Dekker. Super announcement, I have a keyboard! So my brother Tom is watching the series, and he's like, I really hate it when you have to type in any kind of custom questions. So he got me a little keyboard that actually attaches to my PS4 controller. So now, instead of using the on-screen keyboard, I'm actually using this little handheld keyboard, and it's actually a little bit faster.
On Valentine's night.
Alright, this is just a recap. Okay, so we can actually skip that. And I did some testing, and it does seem to be working, so, oh, what's this evidence thing? What's this? Elderby footage. Oh, yeah, okay, we already saw that. Oh, so, this time, we're going to go back to our original three, and we're going to do Nathan, Marianna, and Elin, because they all have new parts of their story, so let's find out. Okay, so let's start with Nathan. Come on. Oh, there we go. How are you today?
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
Yeah, that seems healthy. What else we got here? Why did you burn Hannah's clothes?
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. Just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
Well, I'm a big fan of Halloween, so I'm going to go with fall. I like autumn.
I thought you'd be an autumn person. That means you're supposed to be grounded and productive. And you like your space.
That's right. Now get out of my office. Oh, wait. Sorry, we're doing therapy. What did Dekker think of you?
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. That's even a thing.
So wait, did you not have episodes before you started seeing Dr. Dekker? He cursed you.
Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor?
Stop being cursed? What do we got? What advice do you need?
I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. Setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since.
I'm sensing a lot of fire. Is there any option that doesn't involve setting things on fire? Burn the photos, burn the rocking chair. Let's try, because now that we've got this keyboard, we can do this. Don't burn anything. I do have to find the apostrophe. Oh, there we go. Don't burn anything. Enter.
Sorry, no.
Oh, so you're going to burn something no matter what. But at least he understood the question. And I hope that was a lot faster. Okay, so still just the Elderby footage. What about a hint? He asked if you should set fire to the photographs of the chair. Well, that's not a hint. That's obvious. Thank you, game. He's still looking for advice. I'm guessing that relates to... Alright, burn the rocking chair. Because once you burn the photos, it's not like you can replace them. But if you burn the rocking chair, it's not like you can't buy another rocking chair.
Set fire to the rocking chair. I never like the way it moves forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards.
Really? The guy who keeps slipping around in time doesn't like a rocking chair because it moves forward and backward. I think you might have other problems, buddy. Alright, what else we got? What were you doing on Valentine's Day?
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. It does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph.
Okay. Didn't one of the other patients say that they were at Henley Church? It was the other girl, right? It was Lacey. It was either Lacey or it was Jasmine, because one of them said something about going to Henley Church. I remember that. Let's try, do you know Lacey? Why not, right? Because now that I have this fantastic keyboard, I can do this. Look at this. This is so much faster. There we go. Do you know Lacey?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't. You weren't at the garden club at the church there. Alright, so when did you leave Henley Church?
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it then covered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. But, what were you doing at the time of Dr. Dekker's murder? Because that seems like an important question.
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
A missed call? How about what missed call? What? Whoa! That's way too many S's. That's way too many S's. That is way too many S's. This keyboard might be a little bit too powerful.
I've got nothing.
Okay, so you were just being... not literal. You're being figurative about a missed call. Okay, what was the epitaph?
We walk alone without our angel.
That's short. Alright, so you clearly... Okay, there's more to the epitaph. I'm getting good at... Alright, so let's see if there's more questions about the epitaph. Do you feel lonely?
I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else?
As a matter of fact, I've got a couple of crazy girls I'm going to see later on today. Maybe, drop your info out there? Hey? Yes, do that.
Okay. Fine. I'll try. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, though. Just sign up to Tinder and start swiping. Maybe it's just company I'm missing. Although I don't really want any.
What? Is he playing with an egg? What the heck is that? Alright, are you religious?
I'm not religious. But when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone.
Okay, and somebody did make... Oh, there's more questions. Alright. Tell me about your mother. What's your favorite season? What happened with the archaeologist? And what's a cephalopod? Alright, let's go with... Tell me... Now, let's do the archaeologist. I want to find out what's going on with that.
She was interested. Maybe I misread. Maybe she was just being kind. I suppose most women wouldn't enjoy me talking about my dead ex for hours.
So the archaeologist was a female. Hang on. Can I spell archaeologist? What is... No. I'm still getting used to this, guys. Give me a second. What is the archaeologist's name? Archaeologist. Alright, the only problem is that it doesn't do autofill anymore. So if you have a really long word, like archaeologists,
That's not really something I know about.
You talk to this girl for hours and you don't know her name. Alright, what's a cephalopod?
It's a sea creature, like an octopus. I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom of an ocean.
It's very Lovecraftian, Nathan, thank you. Tell me about your mother. This is a very typical...
She's dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
Oh, why did I bring that up? That did seem kind of like out of nowhere. What's your favorite season?
I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah. Just the two of us. It's paradise.
Till you have to drive to work. Yeah. Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Alright, let me just check the notes and see if there's anything sticking out that I really should ask about. It's saying, alright, what were you doing at the time of Dr. Dekker's murder? So there's something more about that, but it's not necessarily something about the clothes. how did your mother die? Let's try that. I mean, if we're gonna probe this questionnaire, dear, how did your mother die? And please don't say stabbed, because there's a lot of that going around.
She stopped breathing. I don't know. I was 6. Something to do with her lungs.
Oh, I got something out of that. Okay, alright. Alright, but that doesn't seem to really, like, move the plot forward. It just gives us a little bit more background information. And I think once you get to 1 star on each of these, that's pretty much all you're going to be doing. Alright, so, let's move on to the next interviewee, the next patient, the next... Yeah, I'm good with words today. Okay. Okay, so we're going to move on to Marianna. Let's see what's going on in her crazy world today. What were you doing on Valentine's Day? I'm sure there's a story about that.
I didn't do anything on Valentine's Day. I washed my hair and then I walked along the beach for the whole night. It's actually true. I saw one of your patients, actually. The nurse. She was on the pier with someone. Pretty much all of the night, too, so I can vouch for her, even though she probably didn't see me.
Okay, that was interesting exposition to pull out of nowhere. So, she saw the nurse, and if I believe Marianna, then both Marianna and the nurse are not the killer. I actually already have a pretty good idea that it's Claire, since it's all stabby time, but we'll save that until we have some more evidence. What can you tell me about Dr. Dekker?
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be.
Yep. Okay. Oh, we have something in our notebook. I thought Marianna said she didn't drink. Aha. Yes, actually, let's see if that's a pre-rendered question. Did you just go out for drinks? How are you persuasive? Let's just go with, I thought you didn't drink. Aha. I thought you did not drink. It's not even a question, it's an accusation.
No idea. Is that a dance move?
Oh yeah, go ahead and play innocent. Play innocent. But I think we both know. We both know there's something up with that. Alright, so let's get some more information about that Dr. Dekker thing, because apparently he was being very unethical and going out with his patients.
Yeah, drinks. I think Dr. Dekker ordered neat whiskey. I had water. I don't drink.
But you keep winding up in bars. Okay. How are you persuasive? I think we're going to get the answer to that. It's already obvious.
It's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? I feel pretty ugly. But I think I have a nice smile.
Yeah, that's totally what it is. Okay, moving on. You're not ugly.
Lots of people find me attractive, but I've seen something truly beautiful. It makes me feel dull by comparison.
Okay, what did you see that was truly beautiful? Oh, what beautiful thing have you seen? Okay.
I have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful in the sea. But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor. Let's wait a while before I tell you my most intimate secrets.
Sorry to cut in, Doctor.
What?
I've just had a phone call from a solicitor.
Okay.
Ben's trying to sue us for nervous shock. Should I go and see him to talk it out, or should I find a solicitor to represent us? Sorry to be pushy, I just think we should act quickly before it's too late.
Well, considering I'm not sure you're sane, we should get a solicitor. How? Okay, that came out of nowhere. So, does that mean I can, like, stop what I'm doing? Yes, it does. Can I just say go get a solicitor? Tell me about Ben. How are you? Alright, we're gonna finish with Marianne, because I feel it's rude to stop hers in the middle for somebody else. So, let's go with, how are you today?
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts, new doctor, and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker.
Well, I'd almost have to be, apparently. Alright, why am I better behaved?
Dr. Dekker dated his patients. That's not good behavior, is it?
That is very much not good behavior. Fine, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for calling out his ethical questionability. Well, I am a paragon of ethics. So, which patients did he date? Because that seems like a not ethical question. Yeah, we're just gonna do it.
I think her name was Scarlet? One of his patients, an older woman.
Okay, so we haven't met a Scarlet yet.
That's how he liked them.
And you? Okay. How do you feel not going to the beach? Let's see.
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session. Kind of missed it.
But you didn't black out. Why have you missed the beach?
You do something a lot, you're gonna miss it. I suspect I'll go back there soon, but it's helped with the blackouts.
Okay, so I don't have to ask a stupid question like, did you black out? Because we just admitted that you didn't black out. Why did you have drinks with Dekker?
I guess it was a couple of days before Valentine's Day. It wasn't a date or anything. I noticed in our sessions that he'd been acting a little strange. He just didn't seem right. I wanted to find out what was wrong.
So you wanted to play therapist. Okay. Intimate secrets?
Wouldn't you like to know? Is our session up now?
Yeah, most likely, because I can't think of any other pertinent questions, and I can't think of any other... And I don't think there's any more prearranged... Oh, wait, no, there's more. There's more. Were you really washing your hair? That kind of comes out of nowhere.
Some girls say that they're washing their hair when they don't want to go out, but I was genuinely washing my hair. Do you think my hair's pretty, Doctor?
I think I'm going to get a lot of those questions. Yes, your hair is pretty.
It's such a mess. But thank you.
Okay, why do you feel the need to ask you if your hair is pretty? This is actually a pretty legit question.
I'm insecure, Doctor. Isn't it obvious?
Okay. Alright, so, have you been dancing?
I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since last time. I like dancing around in my underwear. Sometimes less.
Why do you keep doing this to me? I'm not going to go out with you because you're potentially a face-stabbing killer. I mean, sorry. Plus, therapist. Were you seeing Dekker?
People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we weren't seeing each other.
Okay. Why would I ask that? Are you seeing someone at the moment? Alright, fine, we're gonna ask it.
I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Are you offering, Doctor?
No! No!
It sounded like an offer to me, Doctor.
I was simply inquiring of the relationship status of you currently with another person. Before we go on, did you kill Dr. Dekker? Why not? Did you kill Dr. Dekker? Look at that. That is so much faster. That is so much faster. Thank you, Tom.
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know?
Alright, apparently she's just not going to answer that question. Okay, so there's nothing else here, right, that I can really go forward with? No? We're good? We're good? Okay. Now, originally I was going to go back to Elin, but Jaya seems to have jumped in, so let's go see what she wants. Okay, so I had a plan here, and I was going to ask other people questions, but you had to butt in, and now you're here, and now I have 8 people to talk to. So, what is going on? What is your deal? How are you?
Hey, you. Thanks for helping me with this grief thing. I'm not sure I have it, though.
You're not sure that you have grief. Okay. Tell me about Ben.
So, should I get a solicitor, or shall we try and talk it out with him?
Since you're the one who's going to be doing the talking, I say we get a solicitor.
I think we should get a solicitor. I know the perfect firm. I'll do it all. Don't worry about it. And that's why we've got insurance for these kinds of things anyway. But the cheek of it.
Okay. What about the cheek of it? Alright, shall we talk about grief?
I don't really know where to start. I feel a bit numb. Maybe we should just talk about him.
That's an excellent idea. Did you stab him? Actually, yeah, let's just ask that. Did you stab him? Did you stab Dekker?
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say.
Perhaps I shouldn't.
Ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
That's good, because I want more information about the patients. Oh boy. Let's start with Marianna.
Marianna is a special girl. You know, there's something about her that just makes you want to follow her. Maybe that's what a trendsetter looks like.
Okay. Tell me about Bryce.
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger. I don't think I like him that much. You know,
That makes two of us.
sometimes when things overrun, he's outside waiting for you, and he stares at me as if he's undressing me with his eyes. You know, he's not the first person that's done that, but still, you know, it feels worse coming from him.
Alright, I actually have to agree, because I don't like Bryce either. There's something creepy and weird about that guy. I don't think he's a murderer, but I don't think he's a good person either. Alright, let's move on. Tell me about Claire.
Claire seems to be shaken by something. You know, I offer her drinks every time she comes in, but she always refuses them. It's as if she just wants to come in, get her session over with, and then run off to do something else. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
Maybe she just doesn't want to drink. Ah, and now my cat's trying to play with the cord. Thank you for helping, cat. You're really helping with this video. Don't mess with my recording equipment. Come on, cat. Come on, cat. Stop. I'm going to put you on YouTube if you don't stop. All right. Tell me about Elin.
Elin seems like a lovely person. I'm not really sure why she's here.
All right. Which one was Elin and which one was Claire? All right. Claire was the angry one. And Elin was the angel of death. Okay. So... all right. That makes a lot more sense. All right. Tell me about Nathan.
Oh, I just want to cuddle Nathan all up. He's such a mess. He's always in the same clothes. You know, he barely talks to me, though. It's the same hello every time. He reminds me of Tom.
Wait, who's Tom? Is that a question? Who is Tom?
Tom was a quiet mess, like Nathan. Youngish, in his early 20s. He taught piano, but he did have a strange hobby.
You're not going to tell me what the hobby is after bringing it up? What is Tom's hobby?
Tom liked to base jump.
That's not strange.
Basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground. He started to think he could fly. Dr. Dekker tried to talk him out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute.
How did that
And
go?
guess what happened?
Did he fly? Did Tom die?
He did die. He was hit by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly. Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock. I wish I'd said goodbye.
That is a little... Let's keep on this. Let's pull this thread. Is there someone you wanted to say goodbye to?
I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Dekker. It was so sudden. Here, then gone. He resigned anyway, but that's not the same, is it?
Wait, he resigned? That's new. Why did Dekker resign?
Dr. Dekker resigned shortly before his murder. No, it's sad. But doctors come and go, and only poor Jaya remains. I've got his resignation letter somewhere. You know, I do all the hiring and firing around here. Well, Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that.
Yeah, I also am not entirely sure you're not a patient, but now we have a piece of evidence. Where's my evidence? Where's my evidence? We've got... Oh, wait, it's the square button. Okay. Dr. Dekker's resignation letter. 11th of February. To whom it may concern, please accept this letter as notice of my intention to resign from my position. D. Dr. Dekker. Short, sweet, to the point, not really signed, easily fakeable. Now that we know how to pronounce Jaya's name, I feel a little bit better about that. Also, not entirely sure you're not a patient and pretending to be the secretary, but Professor Alderby.
Professor Alderby is a trustee. Did I not mention that?
You did mention that. Okay. Why did you work late with Dekker?
We'd worked late together on all sorts of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order.
Yeah, well, it is the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker, not the infectious sanity of Dr. Dekker. What patterns was Dr. Dekker trying to spot?
Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might have had. That's what led them to his office. He'd study everything, even the referral letters.
Interesting. What about the church? What was the name of that church again? Oh, it's not on here. It's going to be in... Did he mention a church? Let's try that. Because we have all that archaeologist stuff. Did he mention a church? Hopefully that the keyboard is making this a little bit better. Okay.
I can't help you with that. Sorry.
Okay, because I can't remember the name of the church off the top of my head, but I figured church was enough of a keyword. All right, referral letters.
Yes. Letters, parking tickets, holiday destinations. You know, I find those referral letters... He was sure there was a pattern in them.
That seems crazy. All right. Who has a session on Valentine's Day?
On Valentine's Day, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire Castleford at 11 and that nurse, Elin, at 3. Everyone else cancelled. You should see this place Christmas Eve. I was at home though, so I don't actually know who came in. Dr. Dekker did phone and ask me for Nathan's number, which is a bit strange.
Interesting. Oh, who or what is Cthulhu? We have to ask that.
So you watched the tapes, huh? Gold star for you.
I got a trophy called Mind Games. I don't know why. And now, of course, the trophy is... Did Dr. Dekker call Nathan the day he was murdered? I should ask Nathan. Oh, we're going to go back. We're going to talk to Nathan in a little bit. What can you tell me about Dr. Dekker's patients?
Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police. Almost all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates, but Dr. Dekker didn't introduce any of them.
Okay. What happened to Dr. Dekker's glass in Alderby's video?
It smashed.
That's really enlightening. I kind of figured that out myself. What's Ben's mom got to do with this?
She was cuddling him like he was 6. He's 25.
Okay. Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. All right, we're going to jump over to Nathan real quick and see about that phone call. What? What? Wait. Dr. Dekker called... Did Dr. Dekker call you on Valentine's Day? Well, let's do that. I hope this is faster than me doing it the other way. Did Dr. Dekker call you on Valentine's? Yeah, it's ironic because I got the keyboard to improve my typing speed, and now I'm asking more complicated questions, so it's actually making it longer anyway. Did Dr. Dekker call you on Valentine's Day?
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past.
That's not what I asked. I'm just going to type the word phone call and see how that goes. Phone call. Back it. It is going to take me a little while to get used to this, guys. Okay. Phone call.
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
Aha. Okay, so he actually already inadvertently answered that question. Dr. Dekker called him, but he didn't pick up. So we have two suspects. We have Elin and Claire. And according to Marianna, Elin was at the dock all night, the night Dr. Dekker was murdered. So, if I believe everybody, Claire's the murderer. But, we'll get to that in a little bit. Alright guys, so I'm only going to do 2 videos this week. I'm just going to do the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker, and I'm going to do Valley later on. So I'm going to actually add another person to the rotation. So let's talk to Elin. We'll have 4 interviews today. So, Elin, how are you today?
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Yeah, the one you didn't like, but clearly it doesn't bother you, and she may mysteriously get poisoned, sure. You mentioned Hilda.
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late.
Yeah. Why do you need to see Hilda?
Help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
Yeah, you're not going to totally kill her at all. What was Hilda's unfinished business?
Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
Your talent. Okay. What talent?
I can change my skin.
Yeah, here we go.
What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just, hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
So you don't drug them in order to make them think that. You literally actually think that you change. How does it comfort them?
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
You know what? Show me your talent. Why not?
I can change my skin.
Oh, no, it's just going to cut back. Okay, you're not actually going to prove it. You're just going to let me think that you can do that. And you may or may not, because this game is crazy. Where are you accused of stealing?
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Okay. Oh, something came up over here. Elin accused of stealing said it started with the locket. What else have patients given her? Interesting. What else have your patients given you? It's a little weird that it gives you a clue and then immediately gives you that question.
I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
Like mementos of a killer. Yeah, they're all trinkets?
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I right to keep the locket?
I don't know, because I can't be sure Alice actually gave you the locket, or you're just saying it. Let's assume you're telling the truth. Let's assume that you actually got this locket from your patient who said, I want you to have this before they die. If that's the truth, because that's what you're telling me, then it's not wrong. However, if you're just keeping it because you didn't like the son, then yes, it is wrong, because she was supposed to make that judgment, not you. But let's just go with this.
Thank you, Doctor. That makes me feel much better. I shouldn't let what Terry says bother me so much.
She keeps mentioning Terry. Is that going to come up? How is Terry? How's Terry? How is Terry? There we go.
Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
HSK? What? Oh, that doesn't come up. What's HSK? What is HSK?
Healthcare serial killer. You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it.
I know it had a name.
Because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
Thank you for saying the thing that I've been thinking the whole time. Alright. Can you tell me anything about Dr. Dekker?
Yes, I had a session with Doctor Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it.
Okay, so Marianna said that she wasn't here, or at least she was at the pier all night. She was here at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock is not night, so she could have had the session and still gone to the pier, but that doesn't necessarily make her the killer. What were you doing on Valentine's night?
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date. Different to what I'm used to.
Why was the date different? Okay.
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab, and I went home, alone.
What time did you get the cab?
I
Interesting.
think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to. If you think I need an alibi.
11 o'clock. Interesting. Who was your date with?
His name is Max. He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
Okay. Tell me about Max.
I've known Max a couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
Okay. How was Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day? Because remember, he was supposed to be acting weird.
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
Maybe Claire isn't the murderer, because Elin saw Dr. Dekker after Claire. How can you tell when people are dying?
I can sense it, you know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum.
Okay. Alright, do we have any more? Oh, we have no more questions. So... maybe Jaya should check on Elin's alibi with the taxi company. Ah! Ha! Alright, so I have to just bring this up. Check Elin's alibi. Oh, wait. Check. Elin's alibi.
Very interesting that you asked me that. It's not something I can answer, though.
Can you check with the taxi company? The taxi company.
One step ahead of you, boss. Elin was picked up from the pier just after 11 p.m. There is no way she could have got from there to here in an hour.
Okay, alright, so Elin was at the pier. The taxi company did pick her up. Jaya apparently knew about this ahead of time. So, what did Marianna say again? It's just... Alright, so let's just ask a custom question. Elin. Let's just put her name in and see what happens.
Don't know. It's cold in here.
Did you see Elin at the pier? See Elin at the pier.
No idea.
What? You said before. I have video footage of it. I recorded you saying it. What the crap? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So we're gonna leave this here. I don't understand why I can't get that answer again to look at it, but I'll look at it back in the footage. Alright, so we're gonna leave it here. We've got a few interviews. I chopped a little bit off at the end because I was starting to grasp at straws and it wasn't really getting anywhere. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying this series, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.